everyone. We are so excited to be back once again to get together and talk about real woman issues that concern friends, wives, mothers, educators, and entrepreneurs. I cannot wait to start the show, so let's get going. And we're back.
We are coming to you live off that 75, doing it right in the automobile.
Yes, remember when we did that episode about 85?
Oh, yeah.
That was like a year ago. I'm so
the
funny.
bridge is still intact.
Yes.
Yay, bridge.
Yay. We are on the road because our activities took us to meet up with our former guest.
Yes.
With Ed Collab, which is a great organization in Atlanta that we are very active in. So that was good. Make a lot of connections and networking. Friend fix topic. How do you feel about networking? Threw you for a loop.
No, you didn't, girl. I stay ready.
Oh, please.
That's what I told my students to
Portia.
say. That's what I told my students to say in the milestones. You ready? And I told them to say, we were born ready.
Oh, that's cute.
So, anywho.
But that's what Portia says. I stay on ready.
That's right. I stay on ready. That was my Portia voice. Did I nail it? And I know how to do.
You could do her walk.
And I can do the heavy booty walk.
Oh God.
Heavy booty walk. Anyway, we digress.
I hate it so much.
I don't do it, but I do it to pick. Like I'm
Yes.
like that Portia walk.
I know.
So anyway, about this networking.
Yeah. How do you feel?
I like it when it's organic. I don't like to feel as if I'm throwing myself onto someone, but I know that it's necessary, and I try to listen for a need that I can help meet.
Yeah.
Like if I hear that there's a need that I can meet and I'm really helping somebody, not trying to force help someone, I like those because then it's super organic, it's super natural, and I feel like that's the main approach to any type of authentic networking.
Yeah.
Which also piggybacks on Miss Lisa Baker's talk that she gave us the other week.
Yeah, about
podcast.
Influencers. It was about influencing and approaching people and giving a need. Yeah, I agree. Are you going to ask me how I feel?
I thought you were already talking, so you're going to just start saying it. How do you feel about networking, Sharifa?
Great. It's nice to be asked. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome.
How do I feel? I kind of like it. I definitely love hearing about what people are doing. And I, like you, do like to do a lot of listening for a need or listening for how we can connect, and not from like sleazy point of view, but basically listening to see, if I know anyone who would help them, or if anything that I have would be able to help. So I definitely love networking, but I think I'm a natural networker in connecting people. I like for someone to be able to help anyone. So I think it gets harder when you start talking about what you have to offer. Like, I can always say, oh, so-and-so is doing that, and you can connect with them because that and that, but it stalls out when it's about me.
Right. So you're not really networking then.
Oh, yeah, I am networking.
But it's about, I think, I get it. You're connecting people. Mm-hmm. But to me, the hardest step is going beyond the face-to-face and saying, hey, and making those connections in the moment. What you going to do after you leave the room. That's the part that's hard to me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, I think
it's all under the same umbrella, though, because if you are making yourself useful, then at some point, and I think Kathy Heller talks about this, it's like at some point you do indirectly have a value of your own. It doesn't have to be like immediately when you meet them, hi, I just want to talk to you about this is this that I'm doing, but I would like to know who you are and what you're doing, and then eventually we will get around to talking about how we can work together.
it's the point of making that effort in order to do that afterwards, though.
Yeah,
because
the follow-up.
I think that people get very comfortable because we shy away, because we're nervous and we're afraid when it comes to our own businesses, unfortunately. So boosting and connecting others is definitely a safer place to be in than to say, hey, let's get together and collaborate on our businesses.
Yeah, so tell me, how many days after you make connections do you actually follow up? Because I have my number, but I want to know what yours is.
I don't have a formula.
No?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I do it immediately just because if I don't do it immediately, I'll forget. Or, sometimes it'll be a week. And it's been other times that it's been a month.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't have a formula.
Okay.
What's your formula? Maybe I can start doing that.
I feel like within a week.
Okay.
So if I met you within the week, I would try to do it like the very next day. But if that doesn't happen, then it has to be within that week. Just because familiarity, touching bases, just opening those lines, I feel like there's a certain time frame for me. And then after that, it's like, remember that time? You know what I mean? So I like to be on it ASAP. So there's a certain area where I keep cards and stuff where I unload them and then try to do that within the week.
What does your follow-up email look like?
Hey, how you doing? So great meeting you and talking about blah, blah, blah. I want to make sure that we're able to do some connections. Is there a time we can meet? I have this, and this time. Let me know.
And what's your batting average on that? Does it work usually?
On a response?
Yeah.
I don't think that I have. I think one time I did not get a response, but most of the time there is a response. Now, that meetup in action, there can be people from far away, so it could be text or email back and forth.
Right.
Stuff, so it's not necessarily like I'm not having coffee, with all these people.
Uh-huh.
But developing the relationship is there. Eventually, it'll turn into, I guess, whatever was supposed to come from it. But I don't have data on all the results yet.
No. I'm just wondering, okay, most of the time, does it normally work, or getting to the point of not being afraid to do the follow-up, that's my whole point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So people respond generally when you follow up. That's kind of where I'm going.
Right. Now, I probably could be better at who. Like, I know we were talking about who we wanted to have on our podcast, and we're in a podcast group, and one of the women says she's pitched to have, I think she said Barack Obama on her show, and she's pitched him a couple of times, and Hillary Clinton. So it just depends. So I'm not pitching Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama. These are people that I've met in person.
Right.
So, and it wasn't just like that. I'm scared, and who are you? And so.
How do you determine who to follow up with? Do you just follow up with everybody you met in the room because you met them, or?
I don't even get everybody's card. Some people play a game where they're like, I'm going to give out 20 cards today. And they go and give out 20 cards and get 20 cards, and now they have these contacts. But I feel like, I'm not going to waste my time or yours. If I really feel like there's a real connection, then yes, I will.
How do you feel
up.
about business cards? Sometimes I feel like they're so faux pas and I don't like them. But then people ask for it, then I feel crazy if I don't have them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I feel like they're so overrated. But then at the same time, it's like you're not legit if you don't have one. But then at the same time, you look bootleg because of what your card looks like or the texture of it, or... I don't know.
I remember we talked about
I judge
people.
Like I judge people by their business cards.
Really?
I do.
Oh yeah, you did in that card that I had.
That one in the car. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not stingy with my business cards, but I use my business card as just a a way that they can contact me, mostly on social media. So
gotcha.
It's not really, it's more of an advertisement. It's for the, like, if it's for the podcast, it's just an advertisement of how to find me. It's not necessarily
let's connect.
Yeah, if it's a connect, then I'm probably going to get a little more information.
Gotcha.
So that's that, but let me get your number so we can really connect. And like I said, at this
point, it also sets an expectation if you do it that way.
Right. And I feel like this is a real, it probably was more than a 1 minute, how you doing, here's my card. Like, we probably did talk and vibe on a couple of things. So that way in the follow-up, it really is like, hey, I enjoy talking to you about this. It could be your daughter's hair. You know what I mean? Like, it could be something that has nothing to do with the business.
Right.
But that would be a way to be remembered and, like, to make that connection again.
I mean, you started this conversation, but I really do struggle with the flipping of it. Like, at which point do you flip it into whatever it is that you can actually grow from, or whatever it is where you can actually make that business connection? Because it's almost like a relationship. Do you want to stay in the friend zone the whole time, or do you want to elevate and connect and really make your business go somewhere and really collaborate? Because I feel like that is my personal issue. I know you probably felt like I was just trying to question you to death, but really it's just because I don't know the flipping. Like, I can definitely vibe with you. I can laugh with you. We can make some doggone good connections, and we are truly authentic. I'm going to come to your doggone events. Like, I'm loving you. I really vibed with you, and I really felt what you were talking about. But now, okay, we've been doing this for 6 months. Like, when are we going to flip it into, oh, yeah, by the way, I would love to come speak at one of your engagements.
Right.
Or, yeah, by the way, I'm writing an unwalled curriculum.
Oh, my gosh.
Or handbook.
I feel like the term, and you can never get old. We need to get together and partner on a couple of deals or make some moves together.
But is that just hippity hop talk?
No.
We need to get together. Oh, we need to link up. Oh, because those are the words. Let's link up.
Right,
okay, what the freak does that mean?
So the difference would be in the follow-up. So you can say all day long, let's get together, let's link up. But then in the follow-up, you can actually say, hey, remember I said we should get together. This is what I'm working on. And I really think that we can be good together. Like, let's set up a date and so that follow-up, me saying, let's get together, tons of people can say it, but how many of them are actually following up on it? So then when you do follow up, they're like, oh, she's for real.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I do need to get myself together. Or what is it that she's doing? You know?
How do you stand out in the follow-up if it is somebody that everybody always follows up with?
Like Oprah?
Sure.
I've never pitched Oprah, so I don't know about the follow-up. But, I mean,
I'm talking about that political figure that's in Atlanta that everybody wants to get to. It don't even have to be on the Oprah level. Like, that person that people really see and they think, oh, this is a great contact. So how do you stand out amongst many follow-ups?
In your follow-up or in your first introduction? Which one? In the follow-up?
Right. The one that gets all the follow-ups. How do you stand out in the follow-up?
Hopefully your first introduction is strong enough for you to be able to make a very good connection in your follow-up. So if you were lukewarm with a, cotton soft handshake and was like stuttering and barely got the number, then it might not be so memorable in your follow-up.
You might be, I was the nervous one that was stuttering and spitting on you.
That could be a great follow-up. Because they probably will remember the person that threw up on their shoes because they were too excited to talk about whatever needed to talk. So, I mean, whatever it was in your initial meeting could be a great hook. Or, I know that I've heard about offering a service and doing something for free. And then from there saying, I actually do speaking engagements, but I did want to come and talk to you or talk to your group for free. So that flips it into, what you can do in an entry.
How do you tell the real from the fake?